So welcome to the second video in my video series about Linux. In this video we'll try to learn about the files and directories in Linux and how to manage them. So stick with me and find out more. Hello and what's up guys, Medium Guy here. In this video we'll try to learn how to manage files and directories and how to create and list and delete and move or copy and any other thing. And also we'll see how to traverse between the directories. So without any delay, let's get down to work. So as I mentioned in the previous video, all the data in Unix is organized into files, and files are organized into directories, and these directories also are organized into a tree-like structure called the file system. So generally we have three types of files, which are ordinary files, so the files that contain data, text or program instructions and things like that. And second, we have directories, so basically we can store files and also directories inside the directories. And third, we have special files, like some files that are linked to the hard drives or CD-ROM drives, modems and Ethernet adapters and things like that. And also we have some other special files that are similar to aliases or shortcuts. So let's move to the terminal. In here, the first command, I'll hit ls. So basically what it does is list all the files and directories that are inside the directory that I am in right now. So we have pwd to print out the exact same directory that I am in right now. So generally in Linux we have both absolute and relative addresses. So as we can see, the pwd will print out the absolute directory. So like almost every other command in Linux, the ls will have some options. So like for example, if I hit ls-l, it'll try to print out some more information about the files and directories that are in the exact same directory that I am in right now. So as we can see, the first column represents the type and permissions of the files. So we'll talk all about these later. The second column represents the number of memory blocks taken by the file or directory. The third column represents owner of the file. The fourth column represents the group of the owner of the file or directory, represents the file or directory name. So as we can see in the first column, as I said, it represents the type and permissions of the file. So as we can see, some has D as the first character and some has a hyphen. So basically the D stands for directory, and all the files that start with a D are surely directories. And also all the files that start with a hyphen is a file. So as I said, the ls command, like almost all of the commands in Linux, accepts many options. So like for example, if I hit ls-la, it'll try to also list the hidden files. So basically all the files that start with a dot is a hidden file in Linux, and the A option will try to also list the hidden files. So as we can see, as the first two directories, we have a dot and also a dot dot. So judging by the first character, we can decide that these are some directories. So basically the one dot stands for the current directory and two dots stands for the parent directory. So in order to change my current directory, I'll use the cd command, which stands for change directory. So if I hit cd dot, I'll stay in the exact same directory. But if I hit cd, like for example uploads, which we can see that is a directory, and if I hit pwd, I see that I am now inside the uploads directory. So again, if I hit cd dot dot, I'll hit pwd, I see that I came back to the parent directory of the uploads. Also, we have ls-lh, which will try to represent the size of the files in a human readable form. So now we see that this is 4 kilobytes. So in order to find some files with some patterns, we can hit ls. Like for example, I want to find all the files that start with the character P. So basically I'll hit P star. So as we can see, it lists all the files that start with P. So star here means everything. So basically it means start with P, and after P it can be any other character. So again, I can see ls-lah to list with more information. So in order to create a file, we have the touch command. So I'll hit touch file name, I'll hit ls, and in here I see that a new file has been created with the name that I just gave. So in order to edit that file, we have a lot of tools, like for example nano, file name. In here I can write any content that I want. So I'll say hello world, and I'll hit Ctrl X, I'll hit Y to yes, and I'll hit enter to save my file. So again, if I hit nano.file, I'll see that the exact same content exists inside that file. So I'll hit Ctrl X to exit the nano. So there are other tools to edit files, like for example we have vim file name. So in here I'll hit I to enter the insert mode. I'll hit enter, I'll make some other contents. I'll hit esc, and I'll hit colon WQ to write and quit. And if I again vim that file, I'll see that the content exists in the file. So in order to display the content of a file, we have a command called cat. So I'll hit cat file name. It will try to print out all the content that exists in the file that I provided. So we have another command to count the words inside a file. So I'll hit wc file name. As we can see, the first column represents total number of lines, the second column represents the total number of words, and the third column represents total number of bytes in the file. And also the last column represents the file's name. So in order to make some directories, I can use the mkdir command followed by a name. So I'll provide a name. If I hit ls, in here I see that the new directory has been created. So next we have the copy and move command. So if I hit cp, the file name that I want to copy, and next I'll try to provide the directory and also the file's name. So I want to make a copy of this file inside the new directory that I created. So I'll say new, and inside that I'll provide the file name. So basically this command will try to copy the file inside the new directory. So using ls, I want to list all the files that are inside the new directory. So I'll hit ls, and I'll provide the directory name, which is new, and inside that I see that I have only the file that I copied from the outside. So by using the cp command, we can also change the file's name. So I'll hit cp file name inside the new directory, but I want to provide another name. And again, if I try to lst files inside the new directory, I see that exact same file exists but with another name. Also we have the move command, which is mv, which acts exactly the same but this won't make a copy, but try to cut the file to the new directory with the new name. So the mv command will also be used to rename files. So if I hit mv file name and the new, also I'll try to provide another name. I'll say file3, and if I ls the new directory, I see that the file3 is being created. And also if I hit ls in here, I no more can see the file name that I created in this directory. So I'll move inside the new directory using the cd command. I'll hit ls, and we have rm command to delete files. So I'll say rm file2, like for example. Again, if I hit ls, I see that the file 2 has been removed from the file system. So I'll move to the parent directory. In here I'll try to remove the new directory. So I'll hit rm, I'll provide the name of the directory. If I hit enter, it'll throw an error saying that the provided name is a directory. So we have rmdir to remove the directories. I'll provide the name. So this will throw an error saying that the directory is not empty. So I can use both rm and also the rmdir. So I'll say rm-rf to force the removing, even if it has some files, some content inside that directory. So I'll say rm-rf, the directory's name. I'll hit enter and it'll remove the directory. So I hope you learned something new in this video. So that's almost all about the managing files and directories, listing them, moving them, also using the mv command to rename files and directories, and things like that. If you have any questions, or if you want me to go deeper in this, just go ahead and ask me in the comments section. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to watch my previous videos. I have created some really cool stuff in my channel, and with that I'll see you in the next videos.